this is like where I want to ask you, what do you think the future of the industry? Because like in my business, what I see like changes over time. We start adding like different experiences under one roof, and I feel that this is probably the future. It's like almost like family entertainment centers, where like you can come in and do different experiences. And I think again, Quizy can be one of the great add-ons to whatever you already offer. What do you think?
I totally agree with you. So if you're asking me about the future of escape room industry, I tend to see that the locations are becoming bigger. They offer not just escape rooms, but more different entertainment activities. Spin art studios, X-rowing, arcade games, quiz games,
Rage rooms.
rage rooms. Yeah, a lot of different approaches, like mini golf as well, etc., etc. So the idea is you already got the client into your location. You want to get as much money from him as possible. I mean, now we're talking business, yeah? So, yeah, the idea is you offer him different varieties of stuff, and if he likes it, he buys it. So, this is one aspect if we are talking about the locations in general. But if we are talking about escape rooms, precisely, I see that there is a switch in terms of not just puzzle solving, but the storytelling. So this is where the industry is going now. It's not about you have to escape. It's more you have to leave the story for an hour. That's where it's going. So what becomes very important? Sounds, lights, storytelling, and the way the puzzles are interacted and all this. So you can't just put a box with a padlock and be happy with it. It has to make sense. And that is where it's going right now. I see it in Europe. I see it all around the world. I guess in US as well. So that's what I feel about where escape rooms are going. So we are going to be a part of a movie as much as possible. And the rooms where you don't have music, ambient sound, or effects will no longer exist in long-term period. I mean, of course, there will be shitty rooms always.
Yeah, we're building right now another escape room in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's interesting when we were researching the market. It's so interesting to see how the industry evolved, during the years. Because again, when we were opening in the beginning, I remember some places would spend like I don't know $5,000, and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and they would be considered like incredible.
We had this room at the beginning. We also spent 1,000 on 2 rooms. It was booked 2 weeks ahead, 24 hours a day. But it was the beginning. Nobody like experienced it. It boomed so much, and I guess it was happening the same here. So, but now you cannot open a room within 2,000, even 20,000 US dollars. It won't be popular.
Right.
You will die after 5 reviews with 1 star, I guess.
Yeah, I remember. So at the beginning, like I was running, rooms myself, and I received like bunch of 5-star reviews, obviously. And then I remember my first 4-star review. I
Uh-huh.
was so upset, and the person said in a review, "Experience was incredible. Escape room was incredible. Dmitry need help." Dimitri needs help. Basically, I was running everything myself. I didn't have basically employees, and I couldn't
Yeah,
anticipate how
dedicate all your time to him.
I couldn't anticipate how many bookings I would get, because as we opened, we became booked like solidly. Like you're saying, the same thing. We were like 2, 3 weeks ahead. It was incredible time.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess we are not gonna see it right now, but for great escape room, so I can see, for example, a good new escape room. So I haven't played it. I don't know if it's good or not, but you already can say when you see a website, you see all these marketing materials, if the room should be good or not. In Europe, they use a lot of inside pictures for website. I don't know if you do it.
So I actually was, I think, one of the first in the country who started doing it. Again, because I've been following, what
I
other
know.
countries
Yeah, yeah.
does, and so I was also, I think, one of the first in the country who started doing introduction and character.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
actually,
that's
like
correct.
in literally in 2015, we were having like our game masters trained. We were hiring like professional actors who would, you know, come and work
Mm-hmm.
for us part
Mm-hmm.
time, and it was innovative at that time. But again, now like whole
Still, it's
industry
innovative.
evolved.
Like,
I know a lot of places. That's so true. but what I see more and more now with the big productions, like they actually do have now actors in a game. And honestly, I tried it a few times for my games. I didn't like it, and the reason why. So I like the way, like if it's done properly, it helps with the game flow a lot, and also it helps on saving props because whoever is monitoring there inside, they can, you know, guide you and
yeah,
give
of
you
course,
hints.
of course.
This aspect I really like. The problem which I see, if you're not in a very major city and you not booked solidly, it's gonna hurt your bottom line because you have to pay for labor.
I can tell you a secret how in Spain they overcome this problem. Uh, Most of the games, the good games which are in Teprica, etc., how it works in Spain specifically. You come to escape room location. It's usually locked. It usually doesn't have any signs. It's like a closed door, like this. No signs at all. At at 12 o'clock you have a game, so you come at 11:50. At 12 o'clock straight the door opens. You come inside and you're already in the game, so it starts without introductory, without you going to a bathroom, straight ahead. So they don't have waiting areas at all. You can have a bathroom in the middle of the game,
Wow.
usually, yeah. But what I was telling you, they use the game master as an actor inside the room 2, 3, 4 times per game. So this guy is fully dedicated to you. So he runs the room from the start till the end, fully following you. And sometimes he enters the room in costumes, playing his role very nicely. I mean, if it's Egypt room, he comes as a sphinx or like as a mummy. He's blind, so he's trying to catch you. It's a cat and mouse game with the players. Very nice. Everybody likes it. So in different games, they use even a game master to enter the room and to entertain the players. So they don't pay extra money for extra
Actor.
actor. Yeah, and most of them does it, and it's pretty cool because you don't expect anyone to come usually in an escape room without an actor, and here he comes, he interacts with you, and it breaks the wall, the fifth wall. So it's kind of nice how they do it. You may try it as well. So you don't need a special guy who does it. You just need to teach your game master a little bit how to act, and that's it.
Yeah, very, very, very good point. Now, since we're talking about like